to a model. So I have my practice texture in the source images of my projects folder. And if I want to apply it to this, I can close the UV editor. I don't need that. I'm going to right click, and then I'm going to go down here and assign a favorite material. And the only thing I'm going to think about is, do I want it to be shiny or do I want it to be matte? And if I want it to be shiny, I'm going to choose blend. And if I want it to be matte, I'm going to choose Lambert. So in this case, because a plane is shiny, I'm going to choose blend. Now, over here, I have the attributes of this, and you'll notice that color, I could change the color of it. But because we have special color, in other words, decals on the wings, I'm going to go to the checker box right here, and I'm going to go to File, and then I'm going to go to the folder, and in this, I'm going to find in my Jet source images, Color 01 Practice, and here I can see what that looks like. And now if I click Open, I can see that it comes up on here. And if you don't see it right here, if I press 5, 5 is shaded, 6 is texture. So I want to make sure that I press 6 here so I can actually see it, okay? And it's really cool. I feel like we can start to see that we've got those graphics on our 3D model exactly where we thought they would be, right on the wings, okay? And in future lessons, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some decals on the tail fins, and then also maybe color the window here, maybe do some stuff underneath. But I think we're getting a good start at looking at this. And you can see that all of these lines on here, which match basically the polygons, those lines are on there because in Photoshop, I forgot to turn off layer 0, okay, which was my map. So if I turn that off, well, first what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new layer, and I'm going to go here and I'm going to fill in maybe just solid white for the background. Now when I hide this, you can see that that's what it looks like. Okay, I no longer need that map. I don't want to delete it because I'm going to still add stuff to this. So if I hide it, and I'm going to go File, Save As, and once again, I want to save them in the source images. I'll save it as a JPEG, and I'm going to call this 02 Practice. Okay, I kind of like to save it. I could have saved it over it, and it would have overridden it, but I'm just going to go like this. Now, if I go back to Maya, the way that I'm going to add that is this. I'm not going to add a new material to this because it already has a material. I just want to edit the current material that's on it. So to do that, I'm going to right click, go to Material Attributes. And when I do that, I can see that here's the Jet attributes. And I can see here that there's a file already attached to it, which is good. In fact, I could name this, I could call this Jet underscore material, enter. And now I can see that that is the Jet material, right? And this file that's mapped to this is actually the color file that we added to it. So if I click on this, sure enough, there's the file. So I'm going to click on the folder. And now I'm going to find our new one with the grid lines off and the white background. And now if I click off of this, there we go. Now I can see that that is looking much, much better. Okay, so I'm going to put a few more graphics just to, once again, to make sure that this concept is solid, and then we can kind of apply it to 3D objects to make sure that that workflow is making sense.